All right, everybody, thanks for coming tonight. We had a no-hitter tonight. Um, it's our second no-hitter of the season. We had a combined no-hitter, actually, the first game of the preseason. So we did really good job there. We threw 62 pitches, 12 strikeouts, one base on balls, two hit by pitches. We threw 24 pitches in the first inning when we struggled a little bit. We put runners on, had the bases loaded, ended up striking out the last two batters. And then 12 pitches in the second inning, 12 in the third inning, 14 in the fourth inning. So that was really good. Really good day there working between the battery, the pitcher and the catcher. I think we had four pass balls tonight. And it's a really good job for the fielders to keep up with that type of game. It's hard to keep up with that type of game, but um, what I loved seeing was people talking in the field, people staying engaged, finding different ways for to keep themselves engaged in the field. Batting wise, we had five hits on the night, which was pretty good. Um, we kind of felt a little different at times. We had 10 strikeouts tonight because we were at times we were taking some bad swings, letting people back in, letting the pitcher back into the count, and then we would end up striking out. And I think we had three looking strikeouts tonight. So we it kind of felt like we struggled some in a few different areas, but what we didn't struggle with is people kept their intensity up, they kept their energy up. We had many people seeing double digit pitches, one, two, three, four, five, six. We had six people see double digit pitches tonight, which was really good. And we made them throw 109 pitches. And what I was telling the kids after the game is I said, what is so impressive about a game like this is we kind of dealt with adversity. We caused our own adversity. We made it a little too easy on the pitcher at times because of some of the things that we were doing. We had talked to them before the game about let's play relaxed. Um, and we ended up with five hits that came from three people. We had a really good hit in the first inning, two RBI, or I should say three RBI, three-run home run in the first inning, and then we ended up uh, getting some RBIs later in the game. We had an RBI on a single, um, and what we made them do by fouling off pitches, by working counts, they had to throw 109 pitches. That is extremely high amount of pitches. And if you break that down in the first inning, they threw 36. That's when we scored three runs. So we did really good there. Second inning, we struggled a little bit. 19 pitches. We want them to be at least where they're throwing 20, 25 pitches an inning. We struggled with that second inning with some of the decisions that we were making. Third inning, 32 pitches. We scored some more runs in the third inning. And then fourth inning, 22 pitches. And so, all in all, I thought we did a pretty good job. What I was most impressed with tonight, and what I was telling the players is, you're going to have games like this where we're kind of moving along and we're doing what we can to win, and that's really important. And something seems like it's not all there 100% of the time, and that's an important game. Those are important games because that's what's going to happen from time to time. As we said at the beginning of the season, sometimes you're going to play great and you're going to win. Sometimes you're going to play great and you're going to lose. Sometimes you're going to struggle a little bit and you're going to win. Sometimes you're going to struggle and you're not going to win. Tonight, I think it was kind of right in the middle. We struggled with a few things, decision making, but we did not let up our intensity. We were talking to each other. We were supporting each other, which is really important. Going into the last two regular season games. And as I said, we have at least one playoff game. So it's really important right now that we are supporting each other. We're talking with each other. We're talking about what our expectations are and what our process is as a team. So we have time for one question if anybody has one. Yeah. Yeah. So, rest of the season, looking at what the process is the rest of the season. Really focusing less on the outcomes of games and more on what we need to do to put ourselves in a position to be successful. As I said, we have two regular season games left. We have at least one tournament game or one postseason game left. So we have at least 3 games left. And over these 3 games, and we're going to have presumably 2 practices, possibly more, between that time. We really want to see growth, and we want to see um, working together toward that process. We asked the players a few practices ago what's something they wanted to do over these last few games. And so I want the players to be able to see how they are preparing to do those things. If they end up doing them, great. If they end up not doing them, look at how we prepared. And did we prepare the way that put us in a situation where we could have accomplished those things? And if we did, that's really all we can ask for. So at this point in the season, yeah, a lot of people are looking at us, probably, but they're looking at records, and they're looking at game outcomes. What we are looking at is what is the process that we are trying to accomplish. What do we want to do every at bat? What do we want to do when we are in the field? And we have some pretty good games coming up next week to close out the regular season, and then we'll get into our playoff. And so, really excited. Really happy with the effort the kids gave tonight. Good game, and again, what I love seeing is that we were able to kind of get through a game like this. We did not coast. We didn't feel sorry for ourselves. We talked to our teammates. We supported our teammates. That was really good to see. Really fun to see tonight. So, thanks a lot, everybody.